Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 40 for learning management system in Django with ReactJs. In this video, we are going to work on the edit functionality of the particular course, like we have did in the chapter. You can see that when we go to the any of the chapter, then we have implemented the edit functionality. Okay, currently we don't have any chapter, so that it is showing. So similarly, we are going to apply on the specific course to add the functionality. Okay, and in my previous video we have seen that how we can delete the chapter. We will also apply for the course. Okay, and I have made one mistake that I didn't given any title for this 39th video, but I will modify this title when I will upload the for this current 40th video. Okay, so let's start this. So here the first thing we will start with the API. So you can see that we have created the API for this, that we are fetching the all chapters. Okay, and if I go to the front end, let's see the front end here, source, components, and teacher courses, right? So yeah, so now teacher courses, we are fetching the data teacher courses. Okay, now let's go to the URL, and here you can see that we have a teacher course list. Okay, so now what we need to do, so Django Rest Framework provides us two things. If I go to the teacher course list here, so with this with the help of this, we can retrieve the data. Okay, we can create the data, like if I this generic class will only show the list, but if I extend this list and create, then we can create the data and list the data. Okay, for detailing the data or destroying the data or modifying the data, we will use retrieve, update, destroy API view, like we have implemented our chapter detail. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this, okay, and paste it here, and this will be our detail. Okay, and retrieve, update, destroy view. Okay, and this is course serializer and everything is okay. So, and one thing more, it will return the course detail data. Okay, so I'm not going to modify anything. Okay, I'm just define the model. So I'm just define the query set. Okay, and the query set will be simply course objects all. It doesn't mean that it will fetch all the data. It will just get the current object data, current ID data. Okay, so it will internally work. Now I'm going to define this URL, teacher specific course, or we can say just simply course detail, because every course has different ID, so we just say course detail. So we can simply say teacher course detail, and this will be course ID, right? And the name of the this will be the name of our view. So teacher course detail, you can simply say course detail, but I'm going to more specific, so I'm going to say teacher course detail. Okay, now whenever we pass here the course ID, then this will get the data of that particular course. Okay, so let's test this. So here we have a let's say teacher courses, or we can say teacher course. So what is the okay, we need to define the teacher ID, teacher courses and teacher ID. We can simply say course, then we will get the all course here. So here all courses. Okay, now the teacher is 1, or teacher is 14, teacher is 1. So let's fetch the data of one teacher number 1. Okay, so teacher 1, teacher courses, and okay, so the last slash will not come here. Okay, so here you can see that So teacher 1, these all data depend on the teacher 1. Now we are going to fetch the data number 8, okay, or you can say data number 9. So what I will do, teacher course detail, what its name, course detail, not courses detail. So course detail, and the data number, sorry, data number 9. So here we have teacher course detail. Let me copy this, okay, and paste it here, and let's say we have 8 number data, or what's name, API teacher course detail. So here is the course ID. Oh, we need to define, this will be PK, okay. So if you are overriding the get query set, then you can get the data. If you are not defining anything, then you have to define just PK primary key in the query parameter, right? So here you can see that what it's wrong. Okay, don't need the slash. So here you can see that. So this is the 8 number data, okay, and if I put this 9, so this is the 9 number data, okay. So here you can see that we are fetching the specific course detail data, okay. You can also fetch, just simply create the course detail and you can fetch the data, but I am more specific, so that I am fetching this data, okay. So now let's use this in our front end, that we will edit the course data, okay. We will add here the button and then we will modify here, okay. So let's add here the button, and we have this teacher courses, and we will add here button, one more button, and this will be before delete. Let's add this delete after this button, okay. So now what I will do here, so let's this, and we refresh this page. So we have this add chapter, but we don't need add chapter, actually we just need edit. So I'll say edit, okay. So this edit button, and ms start, this will be here, yeah. So this is fine now, and I'll add the info class, right. So this is info class now, okay, and this will be, what else we need to do, okay, fine. I think everything is, we don't need the margin from the start of the first button, so it will look like this, proper alignment, okay. Now we will say edit chapter, this will not edit chapter, because this will edit course, right. So edit course. Now let's open our add course page, okay, and copy this and create new and paste here, and its name is edit course.js, right. So now here just change the name, edit course, and export the same here, edit course, okay. And now let's go to the main component. So our main component is here, and we have add course. Now we'll say edit course, so this will be edit course, okay, right. Edit course. Now we will add in the routes also, all courses, all chapter, add course, and we will add here edit course, and we will add here the course ID, right. So this will be edit course, right. So now everything is all right, edit course and everything is okay. So everything is fine. Now we can go to the, we can click here Okay, when we click here, you can see that we are redirecting on the add course page. But now what I will do, I will just simply first of all I will modify this edit course. Okay, and then after that what I will do, I need to fill all the data. Okay, because we are fetching we need to fetch the data of course number 1. Okay, so first of all we will fetch the data. Okay, so how we can fetch the data? In the use effect, we are fetching the category data, all category data. Okay, now in the same use effect, I will fetch all the data, fetch current course data and end. Okay, so I will help to the edit chapter. Okay, so here we have edit chapter, and in this what I am going to do, I am going to use the try catch for the fetching data of the course. Okay, and here you know that I will say what I will say, URL is course teacher course detail, and here it will be the chapter, not chapter ID, it will be the course ID, right? So how we can get the course ID? Simply we can get from the params, right? So here we have params, we can use the params. Okay, so I have explained how we can get the params. Okay, so before the use effect I will get this will be course ID. So just remember that this name and whatever you have passed here in the routes, that should be same. Okay, so course ID, and I hope I have using the params. No, I'm not using, so I'll use. So I'll copy React router from the React router nom. I will import here. Okay, so here we have a data. This will be actually, this should be course data, not the chapter data. So set chapter data. So what things we should remember: category, title, description, f image, text. So category, title, description, f image. So we need to copy these two things, and we also need to copy one more thing, and this will be category. So response.data.category. Okay, title is title, description is description, and f image. So this will be f image, and what we need here, so featured image. Okay, and text. So this will be text, response.data.text, right? So featured image, and everything is I think everything is settled down. So let's one thing more, we need to define here the value, right? So value will be course data dot, what it is title, right? So value is this, and the value of title is title, and the value of description is description, right? And value of file, we'll see this how we can do, and value of text is text. Okay, let's see how we have implemented for the image in the edit chapter. So here you have seen that if previous video, then we are fetching this. Okay, it means if we have any previous image, then we will fetch the previous image. Okay, so how we have done that, we have added one more attribute, previous video, and we are setting this in our previous video here, where it is, yeah. So here we are setting this previous video, and this is the original name of that we will send, and yeah, so this is fine. Let's see, first of all let's see that all the other data is coming or not. Okay, so here you can see that all the data is coming. Okay, so so this, the category is Python, title is this, description is this. Now let's make this add image working. So I'll copy this, okay, and I'll paste here. Okay, and this will be previous image, previous f image. if I more specific, and in this we will say image source equal to let's say image source is, I'll say some width equal to like say 300, and if the chapter data previous image, I'll say previous image dot URL, right? So here we will, so what is the issue is chapter data is not, actually this should be course data, not chapter data, right. Okay. So here we have no images selected, I think, so that is saying okay. And let's define this previous image. Actually we didn't define the previous image, so here we will define this. So previous image, and in this we will define here the previous image, and for the f image we will define empty. Actually this should not be f image, this should be featured image, and this should be empty. Okay, so when we are fetching the data we make this empty, but when we'll send the data then we will make this we will fill this. Okay, here you can see that we will fill this. Actually let's name this f image because we are fetching the data from the f image, right? So and also here we need to add one more condition, that if we have data, okay, if we have data, I mean if we have current data, then we will add this line, else we will not, right? Here we are, right? So let's refresh the page here. So everything is all right. Okay, we now just submit this data. Okay, so with the same URL we can submit the data. Okay, so let's implement this. So here you can see that in the form submit we have category, teacher, title, image, text. Okay, and we can submit this data. So how we can submit this? We just need to change this URL with the this course ID, right? So here we have a course ID, and we will plus here the course ID, and of course the URL will be the teacher course detail, right? So teacher course detail, and the location will be, currently I am going to window dot. Why I am going to doing this? Just simply data has been updated. Let's get this thing. Okay, so data has been updated. For this we need to import this. Okay, so I am implementing lots of things, maybe very fast, but you can pause the video and try to understand the things. Okay, or you can comment, then in the next time I will try to bit slow. Okay, so let's implement the thing here. I'm going to, what it is, why it is showing that chapter data is not defined. Where is this? Where is the chapter data? Now course data, line number, index, let's find this chapter data. Oh my god, this should be course data, not chapter data. Fine. Now let's define here the Django full course, right? Let's description add here, and let's add here the image. Let's add this 6th number image. Technology, I will say Python, PostgreSQL. Okay, now it's time to magic. So let's submit this, and it shows me the 405 error. What it is? Method post not allowed. Yes, this is very right, because we need to use put method. Okay, so we are very close to update the data, right? So here we will put I'll just put Django full course, right? And let's put here and submit here, and data has been updated, right? If I refresh this page, you can see that Django full course. Now let's change the image and submit here. So data has been updated, and if I refresh this page, I cannot see any image of this. So why I cannot see the image? Let's see this. So we have this course previous, what its name is, actually this should be previous image, and I'm fetching this previous image. So why I'm adding here the right, refresh the page, and in the condition also. So previous image URL is not defined. Now let's see this. Yeah, so this is fine now, because I think in the this will return the this featured image will return the image URL already, so we don't need to define the URL. Okay, so everything is fine. We are able to edit the image. One thing more, we need to put some margin from the top. I will add in the p tag and cut this and paste it here, and add class margin top, let's say 1, so let's say 2. Now we are able to see the courses, everything. Okay, now let's, here we have a courses, we can edit that. We need to also implement the delete. Okay, but we are not going to delete in this video, but in the next video. Okay, and one thing more, if I click on this Django full course, then here we also need a add button. So I'm going to course chapters. Where is a course chapters, and we need a button. So I'll say this course ID. Okay, so where is this name? I'll say anchor. Oh, no anchor. Link, and here I say add chapter, and the 2 equal to, what's the URL of we are adding the chapters? Add chapter. So what is the URL? Add chapter. Actually we need to define kind of this. So add chapter, and this should be like this, plus course ID. I think this should be fine. So teacher courses, I'm just going to copy the classes, add chapter, where it is, yes, so button success, and class here. Okay, and this will be float or float end. Let's see this if it works. So when we click on this add chapter, actually we need to go here, so here you can see that add chapter, but we need button small. So here we are. So when we click on this add chapter, we can add the chapter. Okay, if I want to go back, then we can go back. Okay, so I have implemented the main thing I want to implement in this video is edit the course. Okay, so we have successfully implemented. We have learned that how we can make the API for this. Okay, and how we can do the things in the front end with the ReactJs, so that we can send the data, we can fetch the data. Okay, now in the next video we will implement the delete functionality, and after this chapter and course completion, maybe we will move to our front end, or we can also, there are lots of things we need to do in the dashboard, like profile setting, change password, my users. This will be depend on the course enrollments. So first of all we need to follow, I think we should start the front end. Okay, so we will start the front end soon. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, anything, then please add in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe this channel, like this video, and please support me via small any kind of donation on the Razorpay or PayPal. And every code and whatever I do, I upload on the GitHub. So you just provide me your email ID. I will give you access to the GitHub repo so that you can download, or you if you want to change, then you can change that. Okay, but please change carefully so that we don't need to we don't create your own branch and then change. Okay, so that we can maintain the consistency. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.